Look, buddy, you
But
bring
I think, but Paul, here's the thing. There's a lot of guys like me out there that only know Fleer, Upper Deck, Donruss, and Tops. That's all they got. When you say, holy crap, there's a lot of releases going on, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah. So
that's what today's about. A show for a guy like me.
It's perfect because let me tell you, there is nothing but mass confusion happening with guys like you and me in the last year. Now, I've had to learn all this year, 2021. I just got back into this. So I was you 9 months ago, and now I've learned a ridiculous amount. I feel more confident than ever that I actually know what I'm doing. There are definitely some times in hindsight.
There's more Panini releases in the last 3 weeks than a sandwich shop that I went to yesterday.
We know that there are fun products out there. You can spend your money on anything for fun, but what you don't know is what's actually going to have value on the secondary market. There's a quick flip, which can work for a lot of people. The cheaper the price of the product, the less the resale value. So you'll see releases come out of both hobby and retail products throughout the year. And I'm not joking when I say that there's probably about one release of every sport per week throughout the year. You see where this product just came out, but now you've got this other product that's going to come out in the next month. So now you've got this window to do your quick flip. I bought a bunch of LaMelo rookies, and then as their value was increasing, I saw their value start decreasing the next month, and I started to wonder why, because LaMelo's playing well, and he's rookie,
right,
and he hadn't gotten injured yet. Well, the reason why those cards were decreasing is because there was another release, and everybody wanted NBA Hoops came out in February last year. LaMelo's NBA Hoops card was worth $1,000 in a PSA 10, and it was going ungraded for close to $100 for his NBA Hoops card.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it dropped down to about $30 or $40 per card. It was because Donruss and then Prizm had come out.
I'm confused just listening to it.
We're just going to cut to the chase. Basically what happens is you have college uniforms come out first in every sport. So everyone gets all excited. We just had the 2021 quarterback class for the NFL come out. And LaMelo's year, there was the Panini Contenders draft picks that came out in October 2020. Those were super hot until 1 month later, the Panini draft picks basketball Prizm came out. So you had Contenders, then you had Prizm. And so once Prizm came out, Contenders, and then once NBA Hoops came out 3 months later in February of 2021 in the pro uniforms, nobody cared about the college uniform stuff anymore, or LaMelo in his AAU team or whatever it was. And so you have the same thing happening right now in football, where you have people aren't buying the Trevor Lawrence Clemson, the Mac Jones Alabama uniforms anymore. Now they've got Donruss just came out as kind of the first real well-known retail product for Panini in September of 2021. And so now like Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields and Mac Jones base Donruss rated rookie, nothing special, are selling for close to $100 each. Try not to blow your load early. Try to wait for the pro uniform cards in either Prizm or Select, or if you really, really want to, a product called Optic. So if you spend $150 on the secondary market, meaning eBay or Facebook Marketplace or some of Craigslist or Twitter or whatever, you know that somebody might have bought that box at Target for $50. You paid $150 for it. You're probably going to be okay, even if you wait a year. A year later, that product, you should still probably be able to sell it for $150, even if that rookie class didn't really do very well, because it's that product. But if you buy Hoops or Donruss or one of those draft picks products, those are fine in the moment. But the minute that there's a new release, they lose value.
So that's your flippable opportunity. Those would be more of your flip opportunities that you'd have. So you have your kind of long-term investment, meaning the Prizm, the optics, things like that. Ones that, hey, in the moment on some really good opportunity, on some good market moves, which marketmovers.com will be able to tell you all of that. But you'll be able to see, you want to get rid of maybe a portion of that collection, or just to take advantage of the moment. But those kind of lower investable cards, be ready to go. Like, you've got to be ready. Is that fair to say? So that's the simple thing for an investor, you know, a new collector in this modern market like me, is which is the ones that I want to keep, which are the ones that I want to get rid of, and just make it simple. Segment them by brand. And that's what ultimately, you know, somebody like me wants to be able to figure out. Simplicity in what is a faster moving collection or hobby, I guess I would say.
Yeah, exactly. So you segued perfectly into that flippable window. So if you want to play daily fantasy sports of cards, meaning if you want to follow it week by week, that's a great way to make money. You can buy even singles online of the players that you believe in the college uniforms, and you will see their value double and even triple as the leads up to their season. And before, you have a window of usually 1 to 3 months before pro uniform stuff comes out in the retail version. So you should have at least a few weeks, if not a few months, just depending on the sport that you're looking at, to have that flippable window of getting a Justin Fields out of a Prizm draft picks, or a Contenders draft picks, and we'll sell it for $30.
But you have very finite amount of time. Your taking action window has to start from the second that pack opens. You got to have a game plan on what you're going to do, or else by the time you get the cards back, if you sit on it, by the time you get that card back, all of a sudden the pro unis are out, and these things are down 25%, maybe 50% from their peak. So you got to have a playbook and a game plan.
So
fair?
Absolutely. So the playbook for the draft pick stuff in any sport, the non-pro uniform stuff, would be just don't get it graded. Just take the stud rookies out, the guys that are getting hyped. If you know the sport very well, you should pick a sport that you know very well, or that you want to have fun following, so that you are already following the NFL or the NBA or MLB, so you know what these players' sort of hype machine looks like anyway. And then as you pull them out of packs, or as you see their singles online and you buy them, you have like a couple weeks to flip them. Now, let's take an example of what's happening right now. So like, as we air this show, Donruss football in the pro uniforms has just come out. And if you're planning on keeping any of those, I would highly encourage you to sell them now, because as soon as the next release comes out, and as soon as the release after that comes out, those things are just going to tank.
Okay, what's my window? How am I going to get my investment back, sooner rather than later?
So breaking it down a little bit more, I would not get your Donruss, your hoops. I would not get your Contenders, like those types of products. I would not get them graded unless it's a numbered card, or a parallel of some sort, or a silver Prizm. If you're buying singles and you're targeting players, I would be careful not to have the plan of, I'm going to buy this base card, base card Donruss rated rookie of this guy that I like, and get it graded and then flip it. What I would do is, if that next release hasn't come out yet, and that Donruss is the hot one right now, if you pull it out of a pack, or if you see a guy and you think they're about to play well over the next 2 weeks, buy that, sell it raw for 2 or 3 times the price. Now, you're not making – these are your volatile penny stocks, because you're not going to make you're not going to make hundreds of dollars. You might make $30 on a $10 purchase, but there's not many places you can triple your investment in a couple weeks anyway. So if you get a guy now, rookie patch auto opportunity. So rookie autographs with a patch of their uniform in the card. So these are sometimes just shortened to RPAs. So if you go on eBay and you search player name rookie auto or player name RPA, you can go target a guy. Like I was looking at a few different NFL guys right now, and I'm looking at potentially making a play at a few guys that performed early on in the NFL season that are round 1, round 2 draft picks. I'm looking at buying their rookie patch autos raw and then holding them for like a month or 2. And as long as they don't get injured, even if they do get injured, they're going to hold value. So that's the thing about these rookie patch autographs, because you're getting a card. Now you're talking about something completely different from your base you would open up out of a pack. Because if you're going to try to chase profit, you're going to spend more money trying to chase down the Donruss and NBA hoops of the world, get them graded, and then piece all together to try to even and get product. You're better off looking at what I'm doing right now is I'm looking at Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, Rondale Moore, and Najee Harris. And the pro releases of the hobby boxes just came out. So you have all these people on eBay listing their rookie patch autos for these guys. This is prospecting on my part. So the player might not turn out well, but I'm not looking at it as a 2-3 year investment. I'm looking at it as a 2-week to 3-month investment. If I buy a Najee Harris rookie patch auto right now for $50, that sucker could be $150 next week if the dude goes off.